Once again, we welcome you back here to the Collinsville Sports Complex. It is senior day, and we'll leave it to Scott Randall to tell us all about it.
Faith Fairchild and Maddie Kingan. Senior night is always a meaningful moment in our season. It's a chance to celebrate not just the players these girls have become, but the people they are off the field as well. Their dedication, leadership, and love for the game have helped shape our team, and they've each left their mark on this program in their own way. Tonight, we're proud to honor their hard work, their memories, and everything they've given to this team over the years. Our first senior, number 6, Jazz Gomez. Jazz is accompanied by her parents, Victoria and Oscar, and their siblings, Damian and Yeli. Jazz is a 4-year veteran. She has won the Offensive MVP award as a sophomore and the Most Improved Player award as a junior. Her favorite Kahok softball memory was during her freshman year on the way to an away game. The seniors brought a speaker onto the bus and they played Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus. Player after player started singing along until the whole bus was singing. It just really felt like we were family. Jazz's advice for underclassmen is do not let high school consume you. School is only 5% of your entire life. Have fun and most importantly, pass. After high school, Jazz plans to attend SWIC to study to become a kindergarten teacher. Jazz Gomez. Our next senior, number 16, Faith Fairchild. Faith is accompanied by her dad, Ben, and her stepmom, Andy. Faith is a 4-year veteran, winning all conference honors in her junior season. She has won the Golden Glove Award in her sophomore and junior seasons, the Scrappy Award, and the Knowledge Award. Her favorite Cahokia memory was hitting the walk-off winner against Bevel West in her freshman year. Piece of advice for underclassmen is don't let haters get in the way of you becoming or being who you are or want to become. After high school, Faith plans to attend nursing clinic where she will major in nursing and continue her career. And last but not least, our senior night, our manager, Maddie Kagan. Maddie is accompanied by her parents, Christy and Gary, as well as her grandfather, Abe, her sister Ellie, and her boyfriend, Jason. Maddie has been with the program since her freshman year. She has played and served as manager. She has won the Participation Award and Favorite Manager Award. Her favorite K-Hawk memory was a JV game sophomore year when she won against Granite because it was the first time she got to be on the field with Faith and Jazz in high school. Maddie's advice for underclassmen is remember, high school isn't your entire life, and when you graduate, chances are you will never see these people again. It's about anyone's opinions. After high school, Maddie plans on attending SWIC to pursue early childhood education. At this time, we need to recognize the senior from Cahokia. AD Denise. AD, congratulations. The underclassmen would like to present the seniors with their senior gifts. Each senior is receiving a scrapbook put together by their teammates with memories and pictures from their time together. In addition, they will receive a framed jersey of their number and a team photo. Thank you, ladies, for all your contributions to the Kahok softball program. As we wrap up tonight's recognition, we just want to say how proud we are of these three young ladies. They've each played an important role in building the culture of this team, and their legacy will be felt for many years. To our seniors, thank you for your commitment, your leadership, and the example you've set for the younger players. You've represented this program with pride, and we're excited to see all the great things ahead of you. We'd also like to thank their families for the countless hours of support, driving to practices, cheering in the stands, and being there every step of the way. Your support has meant everything to our program. At this time, we invite everyone to give our seniors one more round of applause as we celebrate them tonight.
And congratulations to all of the seniors, both for Collinsville and the one for Cahokia. All right, we are going to play the intro now because I am going to need some time to write down the starting lineups for both of these teams. So we're going to have to go through that, and I'm sure that Cahokia is going to be allowed to take a little infield here before this next game begins. So we will do that right now, and then hopefully, did we get a lineup for us already? Yeah, okay. All right, I'll get it from you. All right, back in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Yeah, you know what it is. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Yeah, you know what it is. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collinsville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked to be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to see it, yes, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 and 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm on my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now we're good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All the freshmen, all the fresh sophomores,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Once again, we welcome you back here to the Collinsville Sports Complex. I need to change my camera out here for the game, and I got halfway there. I got Cahok's sign up all written down. I got the names and positions for Collinsville, but we are going to all right. I'm still getting there, guys.
All right, let's start with the starting lineups for the Cahokia Comanches.
I'll let you hear that.
Batting first at catcher, number 3, Tamia Rogers.
I'll go over it again.
Batting second at second base, number 6, Alexis Cox. Batting third at shortstop, number 17, Aaliyah McKinley. Batting fourth in center field, Deja Porter. Batting fifth at third base, number 18, Rain Lewis Graham. Batting sixth in left field, number 8, Sanaya Parnell. Batting seventh at first base, number 13, Mashaya Nicholson. Batting eighth in right field, number 15, Anaya Harris. If I mispronounce names, please, I'm having trouble reading. And batting ninth on the mound, number 1, Nyla Bryant. The Comanches are coached by Terrence Granger with assistant coaches Keyshawn Campbell and Bambi Gorley. Now for your Collinsville Kahok.
I'm going to write down their positions as he's going up. I got in my lineup. I just need positions.
Batting first at shortstop, number 16, Fairchild. Batting second behind the plate, number 4, Demetrius. Batting third, designated player, number 10, McKenna Trice. Batting cleanup at first base, number 14, Aubrey Rodone. Batting fifth in center field, number 18, Adobina. Batting sixth in left field, number 20, Lewis Huff. Batting eighth at the hot corner, number 8, Hartman. I was 7, sorry. Batting eighth at second base, number 5, Thomas. Batting ninth in right field, number 6, Jazz Gomez.
All right. I think I got everything now. How about that? I didn't have a chance to change the scoreboard. So we are going to have to do this. And since Koki is out there wearing red, I'm not going to go ahead and change the color. I know that blue is their usual. So we'll do that. And then we will do that. We'll reset the game. Hopefully that worked. Yeah, it did. All right, cool. CAH for Cahokia, since both of them are CHS. I have to do something to differentiate. All right, so here is the starting lineup in case you didn't hear that. We have Tamia Rogers leading off and playing catcher for Cahokia. Alexis Cox playing second base, batting second. Aaliyah McKinley at shortstop, batting third. Deja Porter in the cleanup spot playing center field. Rain Lewis Graham playing third base and batting fifth. Batting sixth is Sanaya Parnell. She'll be playing left field. Messiah Nicholson will be batting seventh and playing first. Ariana Harris batting eighth and playing right field. And the pitcher today is Vinay Pruitt. That is the starting lineup for Cahokia. And in the field, Lily Parlberg in left, Ali Vilif in center, Jazz Gomez in right field, Berlin Hartman at third base, Faith Fairchild back at short. Presley Thomas back at second. Aubrey Bordoni over to first base. Nina Dimitrilis is behind the plate, and Mackenzie Waligorski is the pitcher today. Mackenzie has only pitched in 1 1/3 innings so far for the varsity team, and she has one strikeout to go along with 3 walks. And I don't know how that 1 1/3 inning went, but she has a earned run average of 10.50. There's a bunt start, and Waligorski will throw out to Mia Rogers. I do not have any stats for Cahokia. And of course, I do not have updated stats for Collinsville after that went over Alton. So I'm just going to repeat the stats I had from the Alton game in this game. And the only ones that'll be new, or of course, would be the people that did not bat in that first game. So here is Alexis Cox. Cox swings and misses at the first offering by Waligorski. 1 out. Collinsville lost that first game 9-8. That was a tough one, man. 3 runs in the top of the 7th. That did Collinsville in that Alton game. Alton scored a run in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th. Collinsville scored 2 in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, and took an 8-6 lead into the 7th inning. And then the top of the 7th kind of got away from them, and there was no answer in the bottom of the 7th. The 0-2 pitch by Waligorski, swinging right up the box it goes, and in center field. So Cox has a hit.
Next up, shortstop.
Now,
14, Aaliyah McKinley.
we really don't know a lot about Cahokia. The Max Preps has them at 0-14, but there's the ball outside. When I was getting ready for the game that got rained out between these two schools back on April 15th, they were 0-11. So I don't think that in almost a month they've only played 3 games. So I'm really not sure if that 0-14 mark is correct. At any rate, Lady Comanches have fallen on hard times as of late in the softball world. 2023 was the last time that Cahokia won a game, as far as we know. That was a 15-3 win over East St. Louis. You have to go back to 2018 to find a season with multiple wins for the program. That year they won 3. Wasn't always that bleak for Cahokia, though. Softball program back in the early days, they were forced to be reckoned with in Illinois softball. 1977 and 1983, Cahokia made it to state 6 out of those 7 seasons. They won state championships in 1977 and 1979. Their last regional championship came in 1996. There's a swing and a miss. And of the 14 results of games that I could find, Cahokia has been shut out in 8 of those. They lost in a doubleheader the last games that I could find to Mount Vernon, 25-0 and 21-0. And a wild pitch there will send Cox to second base. Here is Deja Porter up to the plate now. So runner at second and 2 away. Swing and a miss. Terrence Granger is the head coach for Cahokia. Do not know how many years he's been doing that job. And a swing and a foul ball. The IHSA page only has Cahokia softball records from 1974 to 1988. So there is nothing to go off of there as far as trying to figure out how many seasons Granger has been the head coach. As that sun starts to kind of make a beeline into this press box. So the Canucks lost that first game to Alton and failed to string together back-to-back wins. They were trying to do that for the first time this season. There's a ground ball to Berlin Hartman. Her throw over to first base is in time. And the top of the first comes to a close. Collinsville will come to bat in the bottom of the first when we come back from a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network. Caseyville VFW Post 1117 Auxiliary supports the VFW with post projects and fundraiser events. The Caseyville VFW Auxiliary also provides donations and sponsorship for Veterans in Need, Jefferson Barracks in St. Louis, the Caseyville Food Pantry, outreach programs, summer lunches for students in the Collinsville Unit 10 School District, and now the Kahok Sports Network. Plus, sponsoring CHS programs like band, theater, and sports. If you would like to provide support or join the Caseyville VFW Auxiliary, contact the Caseyville VFW Post 1117 at 618-344-9878. Looking for something to get your student involved in? Maybe joining the Collinsville Kahok Trap Team is that something. Created in 2017, the Collinsville Kahok Trap Team has joined a long line of area schools in one of the fastest growing and safest sports in the country. Trap shooting is a fun, team-oriented outdoor sport that offers friendship, competition, and teamwork, all in a safe and fun environment that encourages students to be part of a team in which they will learn valuable skills and are encouraged to engage in community involvement through volunteering and mentoring. If Collinsville Trap sounds like something your student would be interested in, call Collinsville Trap at 618-795-9893 or visit Collinsville Kahok Trap on Facebook. 618-795-9893. And we welcome you back here to Stan Schaefer Field, Collinsville Sports Complex. Here's Collinsville's lineup: Faith Fairchild leading things off, playing shortstop. Ava Demetrius batting second and catching. McKenna Trice is the designated player. Aubrey Bordoni batting in the cleanup spot once again, playing first base. Allie Vieliff in center field, batting fifth. Batting sixth, Lily Parlberg playing left field. Berlin Hartman is at third base, batting seventh. Presley Thomas is at second base, batting eighth. And Chase Gomez, the other senior, playing right field and batting ninth. And here is Faith Fairchild, who came into today's first game, batting 143. And looks at one in the dirt. Fairchild in that first game against Alton was 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. That one goes back to the screen. Set you up here defensively for Cahokia. Sonia Parnell in left, Deja Porter in center. Ariana Harris is in right field. I'll give you the rest here after this next pitch. And that one's inside. Rain Lewis Graham at third base, Aaliyah McKinley at shortstop, Alexis Cox at second base, Messiah Nicholson at first base. Tamia Rogers is behind the plate, catching Nyla Bryant, who is in the circle. That one's in there for a strike. We got underway a lot later than what was scheduled, that's for sure. This game was scheduled to get underway at 5:45, and we got underway just before 7 o'clock. 3-2 now the count to Faith Fairchild. And the pitch is outside and a walk. That'll bring up Ava Demetrius. Demetrius came in batting 326 before the Alton game. And in the Alton game, she made it on base 3 times, 2 base hits. One of those produced 2 runs, a walk and a ground out. That ground out also produced a run, so she had 3 runs batted in that Alton game. And that one bounces off of the foot of Demetrius. And we have runners at first and second.
Next up for the Kahawks, designated player number 10, McKenna Trice.
There is McKenna Trice. McKenna was the catcher in that first game and had an RBI sacrifice fly, reached on a fielder's choice, and popped up twice. Both runners will advance, and that ball will get away from the third baseman, and Collinsville will score the first run of this game. So 1-0 in favor of Collinsville. And now just a runner on second base. And the next pitch is a ball also. Bryant ready with the 2-0. And here it is. That one's in there for a strike. Braden Hinson had to take Allie Viliff back over to the high school, and I don't know if he got there in time for senior night festivities because Ava Muniz, her sister Addie, was taking part in those celebrations. That was the plan anyway, but he's not here because coaching at first base is Bridget Shade, and she's supposed to be our post-game guest when this one's over. And a walk
Next up, first baseman, number 14, Auburn.
to Trice. And now Collinsville has runners at first and third. With no one out, and Aubrey Bordoni comes to the plate. Aubrey came into this afternoon's game batting .286. Pitch, swing and a miss, and off and running was Trice. And the 0-1 pitch to Bordoni. That one bounces up and hits her. Off of the dirt, right into the shin. Second hit batter in this inning. And the bases are loaded. Bordoni this afternoon, by the way, went 1 for 4 with a single. And here is Allie Viliff. Viliff came into the day batting .256 with a couple of home runs. And the first pitch bounces into the dirt. Viliff on the afternoon against Alton had 2 strikeouts and 2 singles. Scored a run as well. Pitch up high. And that was actually called a strike. Bases are loaded and nobody out. 1-1 the count to to Allie Viliff. Viliff, she reaches with a hit. That one bounces all the way out to left field, bobbled around for a minute, and that is going to clear the bases. And up there with 3 runs batted in is Allie Viliff.
Next up, left fielder, number 20, Lily Palberg.
So Collinsville takes a quick 4-0 lead. And here is Lily Parlberg. That one bounces in the dirt as well. Parlberg came into this afternoon's Alton game with a 176 average with 1 home run. And Parlberg reached base 3 times in that game against Alton. Popped up once, walked twice, reached on an error, and scored once. And that one's way outside and up against the fence, but it's going to be one of those comebackers right off of the padding at the bottom of the fence, and it came right back to Rogers, and she nailed Viliff. 2 unassisted. So there is 1 out now. Base is empty for Parlberg. And Nyla Bryant ready to go back to work in the circle. Swinging a long fly ball. That one is heading over the head of the left fielder Parnell. And on her way to second base with a stand-up double is Lily Parlberg.
Next up, third baseman number 8, Berlin Hartman.
Berlin, one of those players that did not get to bat in the first game. She came on to do a courtesy runner there later on. And Berlin Hartman comes in batting an even 500. And she has had 5 hits in her 10 at bats. 3 runs batted in. She also has a triple to her credit, and she scored 6 runs. Most of those probably came as a courtesy runner, but I'm sure some of them came when she got those 5 hits as well. That one's inside. 2-0 the count to Berlin Hartman, playing third base here in this second game of our split doubleheader. Swinging a high fly ball. I have a hard time seeing. Sun is kind of right in my eyes. See those 2 trees off to the left-hand side there? Yeah, that's where the sun's right in between them. 2-1. Pitch in the dirt. Nice stop back there by Rogers. Nolensville up 4-0 here in the bottom of the first. And over the head, and that's a walk.
Second baseman number 5, Ernest Thomas.
3 walks, 2 hit batters, and a hit. And Collinsville has runners on first and third, still with only 1 out. And here is Presley Thomas as Hartman makes it down to second base. Presley Thomas came into today's earlier game batting .273 with a home run, and there's a ball that gets away. That will score a run. Both runners move up. Parlberg scores from third. Hartman over to third. And now Thomas waits the 1-1. Outside. Thomas in the earlier game had 3 singles, scored twice, knocked in a run with one of those singles, and had a sacrifice bunt. Next pitch from Bryant. That one goes over the head of the catcher and it goes back to those pads once again. And this time Hartman was told to stay right where she was. Three and 1 the count. 5-0 in favor of Collinsville. And the next pitch by Bryant, swinging a pop fly that's going to be caught by Rogers. Two away. And Jazz Gomez, the number 9 hitter in the order for Collinsville, will have a chance to bat. Jazz Gomez comes into this contest batting 111 on the year. Has a couple of RBIs with her 1 hit. Has scored 4 times. And the pitch in there for a called strike. Bryant ready with another delivery, and that one's outside. Cahokia's colors are usually blue and white, but last couple of years, all of their teams have been sporting a little red. So since they're wearing red tops and red socks, I decided to just keep the color red on the old scoreboard there, so I didn't have to change that and take up more time. 2-1 the count now to Jazz Gomez. Nyla Bryant ready with another delivery and a swing and a miss by Gomez. 2-2. Umpire doing a little housekeeping. I'm not sure if I need to lighten up the camera or not because I can't even see my phone that I use to monitor the game. Sun shining right into the press box. Here's the 2-2. That one hit her. Third hit batter here in this inning.
Stop number 16, Fairchild.
We'll put runners on first and third, and back to the top of the order we go. Faith Fairchild walked and scored already in this first inning. And the first pitch from Bryant. Oh, that one's well far away. That one stuck to her hand, and that is going to allow Berlin Hartman to score from third. And another run comes across. Scoreboard has it at 5. I got it at 6. Moving all the way over to third on that play was Jazz Gomez. You know. Faith Fairchild. We got a senior at the top and a senior at the bottom of this lineup. Inside. Ava Dimitrilius waits on deck. 2 outs. 6-0. That one bounces in the dirt and another walk.
Next up, catcher number 4, Ava Matrulia.
There is Ava Dimitrilius. She was hit by a pitch and scored, stole a base also earlier in this inning. And the pitch. Right down the middle. Fairchild. A little bit of a catcher's indifference there. Catcher didn't even try to throw her out. And the next pitch to Dimitrilius is over the head, and Rogers had to leave her feet to snag that one. Two outs. Runners on second and third. And that one skips away. And another wild pitch will allow Gomez to score. Fairchild moves over to third. Bryant. Long look in. Now she's ready to go. And that one gets away. And this time, Fairchild does not run down the line. 3-1 to count to Ava DiMatrilius. And the pitch, swinging a foul ball back to the screen. Full count. Three and two the count. Runner on third, two away. Nyla Bryant ready with another delivery. Here it comes, and that one's going to get away as well. That's a walk. And Fairchild once again will stay at third base.
Designated player number 10.
There's McKenna Trice, who walked and scored her first time up. They have their own walk-up music going on in the dugout down there. Pitch and taken off from first base down to second, DiMatrilius. And another delivery on the way, and that one was inside. Ball 2, 2-0. Bryant ready with that 2-0 pitch. Here it comes. Inside, ball 3. Cahokia looking very patriotic out there. Got the red, white, and blue going on. No numbers on the fronts of their jerseys, but they do have numbers on the backs. 3-0 pitch coming up, and that one skips in there. And another walk to Trice. Bases loaded now.
Number 14, Aubrey Bordoni.
Aubrey Bordoni with a chance to do some damage here. Aubrey gets Iron Man as a walk-up song, eh? Bryant ready with a pitch. Ooh, big swing and a miss there. Stayed a little high. Bordoni gets a chuckle out of it. Yeah, that one hits her.
Center fielder number 18, Nada Bina.
Collinsville scores their 8th run. 4th hit batter here in this inning for Bryant. I don't know. Well, somehow or another, they recorded the 3rd out. I have no idea how. So we will go to the top of the 2nd inning. Collinsville will be leading 8-0 as we head to a new inning here on the Kahok Sports Network. Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all the accessories. Rich has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com. Here at Stan Schaefer Field. Oh, excuse me. Sun needs to get just a little bit lower there. We're almost We're almost there. Collinsville has an 8-0 lead as we go to the top of the second inning. And it will be Rain Lewis Graham to lead things off, followed by Sanaya Parnell and Messiah Nicholson. All facing the freshman Mackenzie Waligorski.
Leading off the inning for the Comanches, third baseman number 18, Rain Lewis Graham.
Waligorski checks the little wristband and ready to go here in the top of the second. And that one is in there for a strike. Comanches did get a base hit in the top of the first. Left that runner stranded. Alton left 13 runners stranded in that game. There's a chance for Fairchild at shortstop and up over an OUT out number one.
Next up, left fielder number 8, Sanaya
There
Parnell.
is Sanaya Parnell, the left fielder. Waligorski going back to work. And the pitch. That was a little low. We'll have to see how the lights play here to decide whether I'm going to have to adjust the brightness on this camera. Once the sun dips behind the tree or the little shed type thing over there, I can't remember what that used to be. One of the softball little hitting cages and stuff in there. I don't know sure what's in there now. 1-2 the count to Parnell. 1-2 pitch on the way. Strike 3 called. Waligorski will pick up her second strikeout of this game.
Next up, first base.
And that'll bring up Messiah Nicholson, the first baseman.
Messiah Nicholson.
Nicholson, lefty. And the pitch. Outside, ball one. Waligorski ready with the 1-0, and that one is high and goes over everybody's head. Umpire had to duck to his right to get out of the way of that one, or he would have been hit square in the mask. Two outs, top of the second. Ooh, that one just missed. 3-0. And the 3-0 pitch on the way outside. Excuse me.
Right fielder number 15, Nana Harris.
First walk given up by Waligorski. Second base runner for Cahokia in this game. And here comes Ariana Harris. Waligorski ready to go. Low. Waligorski needs to find that strike zone again. There's the pitch. Strike on the inside corner. Anything hit on the right side, I'm not going to be able to see it. On the left side, excuse me. Pitch. Strike on the inside corner once again. Ariana Harris didn't agree. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. One more of those, and we can move on to the bottom of the second. And the pitch, swing and a miss. And down on strikes will go Harris. Second strikeout of the inning, third strikeout of the game for Waligorski. And we will head to the bottom half of the second inning with your Collinsville Lady Cahawks up by a score of 8-0. And we're back with the home half of the second after a timeout here on the Cahawk Sports Network. Want to catch some of the best live music in Collinsville from a band of all local area residents? Look no further than Sonically Pleasing. Sonically Pleasing with Tim Carlisle, Jim Cason, Logan Carlisle, and Caleb Tanzius play some of the best rock and roll hits from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond. You can catch Sonically Pleasing at some of the area's finest venues, as well as book Sonically Pleasing for your private event or party. To put some music in your life, it's Sonically Pleasing. Check out Sonically Pleasing's Facebook page for upcoming live show dates and to book them for your special event, or call to book that event at 618-401-0052. Pleasing live rock music for your ears. Sonically Pleasing, 618-401-0052. That's 618-401-0052. Is it finally time to start doing what you've been talking about doing for years? Start making those plans right now and let Northwestern Mutual help you plan your future. Former Cahawk Joe Philpott can help you get started with that plan today. Joe Philpott, a financial advisor with Northwestern Mutual, can help build a plan specifically for you with a wide range of financial options and the flexibility to change that plan as your priorities change. To get started on your future, give Joel Philpott a call today at Northwestern Mutual's Fairview Heights office at 618-606-2022. Spend your life living with Northwestern Mutual. Call Joel Philpott today, 618-606-2022. Allie Viliff is due up. She was at the plate when something happened down the third baseline that I could not see because of the sun. And that was the third out, and so she's going to lead off this inning. A little discussion going on between the coaches for both teams and the umpire.
Center fielder number 18,
Allie cleared the bases with a triple back in the first inning. Collinsville up 8-0 here in the bottom of the second. First pitch, foul tip back to the screen. It'll be Viliff, Barberg, and Hartman here in this inning to lead things off. Pitch by Bryant. Swinging a chance for the shortstop. Right into her glove. Throw over to first base is not in time.
Next up, left fielder number 20.
Infield hit by Collinsville. Their third hit of this game. And that'll bring up Lily Parlberg. Parlberg doubled in her first at bat and came around to score. 8-run first inning for Collinsville. And the pitch inside, and the runner goes. And then the runner will go to third on an error by the shortstop. Hit her glove, but just couldn't hold on to it. So stolen base. Then an E6. And Collinsville has a runner in scoring position. Barlberg. Next pitch from Bryant on the way. Low, ball one. One and one the count. Viliff on over at third. That one's low too. Ball two. That sun is almost behind that tree over there. Still get a little filtered sunshine once that happens. And the next pitch is high. Two and one the count. Pitch by Bryant to Parlberg. That one bounces in the dirt and a walk. Excuse me, I guess it was 3-1.
Third baseman, number 8, Berlin Hartman.
Berlin Hartman will come up. Sixth walk issued by Bryant. Hartman received one of those and came around to score in that 8-run first inning. Berlin, a lefty. And the pitch. Swinging a shot down the third base line, but that's going to go foul. Timeout called by the catcher. Getting rid of her sunglasses now that home plate is almost entirely in the shade. It is still in Berlin Hartman's eyes because she's kind of tall, but squatting down behind home plate, not going to affect Tamia Rogers. Bryant pitches. Into the dirt it goes. The runner goes down to second. Nice block over there by Rogers. And Collinsville has runners at second and third. And no one out. Pitch to Hartman. Inside. With to nothing after 8-run first inning. Collinsville looking for more here in the second. And the pitch is low, ball 3-1. They normally made pitchers wear those masks. Ooh, that one foul ball. Hartman couldn't get out of the way fast enough, and the ball, she stooped down and it hit her bat. Coach Flowers is saying it hit her helmet first. So she relayed what she thought to the home plate umpire. He's going to talk to the infield umpire and see if he agrees with Coach Flowers. Well, they do not overturn that. So Hartman is up there with a 3-2 count. And the pitch from Bryant. Outside, walked her anyway. So bases loaded, nobody out. I'm going to go ahead and
Second baseman, number
lighten up this camera here.
Pass.
Mostly Thomas comes to the plate. That should do it for now. Thomas takes a strike. Thomas popped up into foul territory, and Tamia Rogers, the catcher, took care of it. And a swing and a gapper. That's going to bounce over the shoulder of Parnell out in left field, and all three runners are going to score. On her way to third base is Presley Thomas. Collinsville with another triple.
Next up, right fielder, number 6. Gomez.
That'll bring up Jazz Gomez, who was hit by a pitch and came around to score in that 8-run first inning. And almost got hit by, she did get hit by the pitch. Must have just got her sleeve or something because it didn't hit the body, it didn't sound like.
Shortstop, number 16, Faith Fairchild.
There comes Faith Fairchild back to the top of the order for Collinsville. Runners on the corners, nobody out. And Bryant pitches. Bounces in front of home plate. On the way to second was Gomez. I'm pretty much not counting these as stolen bases, although some of them probably are, and some of them are probably catcher's indifference. I'll let the stat sheets handle that on the STL and the Max Preps when the time comes. There's one that bounces in front of home plate again. Fairchild, 2 walks in that first inning and scored both times. Top 3 batters make that the top 4 batters. Batted twice in that inning. That one's in there for a strike. Nice little off speed delivery there by Bryant. And the next delivery. Strike called again. Fairchild didn't agree with it. 2-2 the count. Thomas on at third. Gomez on at second. Nobody out. And a swing and a shot down the line, and that one goes foul. Sun is definitely behind the tree now, but still giving off a little bit of a glare. As soon as it dips behind that rooftop, we should be okay. Lights have been on for a while here, though. Oh, that one's going to get away. And everybody stays put. I don't even know what just happened there either. Neither do I. Full full count to Fairchild. Here's a pitch, and that one's behind her, and the bases are going to be loaded.
Next up, catcher number 4,
Ava DiMatriulis will come to the plate with the bases loaded and no one out. DiMatriulis was hit by a pitch and walked in that first inning. She came around to score after being hit by the pitch, but she was thrown out at home. No, that was not her, was it? Another ball. Maybe it was her. Apparently, I didn't write that down right. Outside and high. 3-0 the count to Ava DiMatriulis. I think the wind is pretty much gone. American flag out in center field, not moving at all. DiMatriulis swings at a high pitch. 3-1. Nyla Bryant ready with another delivery, and that's a swing and a shot down first base. Takes a weird bounce, and it ends up going foul because it went foul in front of the bag instead of behind it. Landed about a foot and a half in fair territory, but as soon as it hit the ground, it had that spin to it. And Bryant ready with another. Here it comes. That one's in the dirt. Walked in a run. 12-0 in favor of Collinsville. flex player.
Batting for the Kahawks.
Well, the
Pitcher
pitcher,
number 11, Mackenzie Walagorski.
Mackenzie Walagorski, is going to bat for Trice. Walagorski is batting 1,000 this year. She is 1 for 1. And an RBI at that. Bryant ready with another delivery and a swing and a high pop fly. That one's probably going to fall in. It does. That means that 2 runs are going to come across the score. Throw into home plate. Was a little late.
First baseman number 14, Aubrey Bordoni.
There is Aubrey Bordoni.
Pinch runner for the Kahawks, number 17, CC Swisher.
CC Swisher
And number 32, Audrey
comes in to run. And Audrey Lowenstein comes in to take over second base in the running department for Demetrius. Swisher running for Walagorski. Popped up behind home plate and off of the catcher's glove. Bordoni was hit by a pitch twice in that first inning. Came around to score on the first one. Got an RBI on the second one. And then something happened over at third base, and somebody was called out, and that was the end of that inning. 0-1. Bordoni behind her. And both runners are going to advance. Still nobody out here in this inning. And a pitch, swing and a miss. One ball, 2 strikes to count to Bordoni. The next pitch by Bryant is rolled behind her this time. Bryant ready with another delivery to Bordoni. Here it is. Swinging a chance for the shortstop. McKinley bobbles it a bit and then throws it away over at first base. So that's going to be a double error. And that will allow
next up.
Demetrius, well, Lowenstein and Swisher to score. Bordoni makes it all the way down to second. And it brings up Ali Vila, who puts one right past the pitcher, and the throw over to first once the second baseman got a hold of it also is thrown away. And Bordoni will come around to score.
Now fielder number 20, Lily Powerberg.
Excuse me. 17-0 now in favor of Collinsville. Who'd they call out? Well, left the bag too early. That's probably what happened the first time too, right? So now there's one out in the inning and the bases are empty. Willie Parlberg doubled in the first inning, walked already and scored here in this inning. 2 runs scored. Well, I saw they had a little sweeper broom out there earlier. Now they don't. He's like kicking the dirt off a home plate. Catcher's got a batting glove hanging out of her back pocket. Could have grabbed that and dusted off home plate. That one's high. Sun is not a problem here now. That one skips in. Now we'll just wait for the lights to take effect. There are light standards down each line. And I'm going to assume that there might be one behind us. I'm not sure. Is that all the lights we have? Is just down the lines? That's a strike. Full count to Lily Parlberg. And the next pitch, swinging a foul ball. Parlberg digs back in, swinging a shot down the third base line. That's fair. That one's going to roll for a while, all the way to the fence. Parlberg on her way to second with a, well, she's going to try to stretch it into a triple, and she will. Throw comes in a little late.
Third baseman number 8, Merlin Hartman.
And here is Berlin Hartman. Hartman has walked twice, scored both times. Go. They left third early again. $17-0 in favor of Collinsville. 2 outs. And the pitch by Bryant. Outside. And Bryant ready with another. In the dirt. Ball 3. 3-0. And a swing and a miss. And another walk.
Second baseman number 5, Thomas.
Wesley Thomas will come up to the plate. Thomas fouled out in her first at bat and knocked in 3 runs with a triple in the third inning. Or in the second inning. This inning. And the pitch on the way. Inside, ball 2. Pitch is a little high. Ball 3. 3-0. Bryant. And the runner left late early again, so that'll be the third out of the inning. Collinsville will pick up more runs, 9 of them to be exact, and 17-0 as we head now to the top of the third, and we'll be back to tell you all about it here on the Kahok Sports Network.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Back here at the Collinsville Sports Complex. Todd Duke, game number 2 of 2 today. Collinsville dropped a heartbreaker in that first one, 9-8 against Alton. Collinsville had a 9-6 lead. Or excuse me, 9-6. And then Alton scored 3 runs in the top of the 7th. Collinsville couldn't put anything across in the bottom half, and Cahoks ended up losing that one 9-8. Here it is 17-0 in the third inning. Cahoks in control. I'll have to see what these lights do here in a little bit before I make any more adjustments. Swing and a miss by Vinny Pruitt. Is that who that is? I don't even know what the count is because I wasn't paying attention, and apparently the scoreboard operator has stopped doing so also. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. That's what the umpire says. And the next pitch up high and outside. Two and two. 3-2. Waligorski. Ready to go. And that one on the foot. Well, Pruitt must be a designated player because that was not the pitcher, Nyla Bryant. Back to the top of the order, and Tamia Rogers, she fouls one away. So a runner on at first. Nobody out. Waligorski is ready, and the pitch. Ball. One ball, one strike to count to Tamia Rogers, who grounded out to Waligorski in her first at bat. And that one is outside and low. One ball. Well, okay, it's 1-2. Have no idea why Bordoni still has sunglasses on over there. She's at first base. And the sun is not a problem anymore. That one's high. 2-2. Bordoni is the only one left in the place still wearing shades. Pitch by Waligorski, swing and a miss. And down on strikes is Rogers. And now, I don't know, but Maddie Ingen is coming out to talk to everyone. Probably just out there going, I'm really going to miss you guys. One out. Runner on first. Now they're going to pull out the two seniors, give them a round of applause. Audrey Lauenstein is going to take Jazz Gomez's place. So the senior manager went and pulled out the two seniors.
Back to the Comanches. Second baseman number 6, Alexis Cox.
Okay, who is playing shortstop now? I saw, is that 17? CC Swisher? And the runner goes, and the throw is off of the glove of Swisher. And now a chance to get her at third base with a good throw, and they will. That play will end up going 6-8-5. I don't think I've ever seen a 6-8-5 put out before. At any rate, bases are empty, and there are two away. CC Swisher now at shortstop. Audrey Lauenstein now out in right field. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes will go Alexis Cox to end the inning. Back to back, or excuse me, 2 strikeouts in the inning for Waligorski. She now has 4. We head to the bottom of the third. And Collinsville has a 17-0 lead, and we'll tell you about the home half of the third when we come back from a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Trey.
Correction. They have relinquished the game. Collinsville wins this one 17-0. We are going to transfer over now to the post-game program brought to you by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville. That address is 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road. And you can give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Welcome back to the Hop on the Day here after we come back from timeouts here on the Kahok Sports Network.
I'd like to introduce you to some incredible new technology we have available here at Chiropractic Works. The machine is known as an Invisired lipolaser machine. The Invisired machine emits a red light and red laser that combine in unison to go through the skin layers into the adipose or fat tissue and cause the cells to go ahead and metabolize themselves. The Invisired technology is the only machine that's FDA approved for fat loss, stimulates collagen and elastin, improves the function of the lymphatic system, boosts metabolism, and increases metabolic response. Typical response after the very first treatment is 1/2 to 2 inches of loss in body measurement. So if you think that this technology could help you accomplish any weight loss or aesthetic goals, we'd be glad to have you come in for a consultation, get a first treatment, and experience the amazing benefits that Invisired offers.
Welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works post-game show here on the Kahawk Sports Network. The Lady Kahawks split a twin billing here today, a split doubleheader. First game against Alton, they lose 9-8. Second game, they win 17-0. And one of the assistant coaches who I have never met before, that would be Bridget Shade. Thank you for joining us, dear.
Thank you for having me.
Sure. All right, let's go backwards in time a little bit and talk about that first game. That was a heartbreaker, man. Yeah, we were up 8-6, and all we had to do was get 3 outs, and we got 2. We were down to our last. We needed one more strike, and things just didn't go our way. Talk to me about that game.
Unfortunately, it was softball. It happens,
I
right?
know.
So we've had innings like this where it happens in the beginning, it happens in the middle. Unfortunately, today it happened at the end. What I like to see with my kids is the perseverance, right? We struggle, we struggle, we struggle. Unfortunately, no one had that big dog mentality of like, we want to be done. Let's get out. Let's get the 3 outs. Big thing in the dugout that we always try to preach is that like, hey, just because we're down, we still got the hit afterwards. So we try to keep the momentum going as much as possible. But when you're dealing with teenagers, unfortunately, emotions kind of get in the way of that.
Yeah, I know that teenager stuff. Yeah, I used to have one since like 22 now, so that one went away. Well, 2 runs in the third, 2 runs in the fourth, 2 runs in the fifth, 2 runs in the sixth. I mean, that's a pretty solid middle of the game for any team.
Oh yes, for especially going into postseason, that's what you want to see. You want to see the progress. You don't want to see, "Okay, yeah, we put up 4 in the beginning and then we have nothing. So at least we're contributing every single inning, trying to win every inning, so that inevitably we do win the game at the end.
Yeah. Peyton Smith had a little bit of a rough outing while she was in there, and Bordoni came in. I know that Coach Flowers was trying to save her for Thursday's game against Belleville West, but she had to come in and kind of clean things up a little bit and almost got the long relief save.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah.
Almost there. Yeah, with our 2 freshmen that we keep bringing with us, we have unfortunately we don't have a lot of seniors, as you saw. We have 3.
Yeah.
So with our pitching staff being so young as they are, we're trying to teach them like longevity, right? Keep them going, keep the perseverance, keep the strikes going as much as possible. Smith had a great start. I love to see the great starts. But longevity wise, yeah, Bordoni had to come in, but there's been games where it's been the opposite, where she's had to come in and help her. So I like to see my pitching staff do that as much as possible because they're going to depend on each other as much as we depend on them.
Yeah. And I like the Walagorski start there in that second game because coming in, she only had 1 1/3 inning pitched in varsity. So nice to get her some varsity time out there.
Yes, she is my little spitfire with JV, and I love to see her out here in the varsity circle because that's where she'll be eventually, hopefully next year or even in her junior year. So I'm teaching her most definitely of just like, hey, when you get that start, keep it keep it contained and then show what you can do, and she did great job today. I always like to keep her within her little goal range that she sets for every game, and we talk together, and this is what she's going to do. And so she's hit her goal today, and I'm very, very proud of her.
Yeah, and you guys close out the Southwestern Conference portion of your schedule Thursday with Belleville West.
Mhm.
You close out the regular season Friday against Triad. What are you looking to accomplish before next week's playoffs get underway?
Defensively wise, just cleaning up the little miscommunications that we have. Obviously, that's always a goal. But for offensively wise, I want to get the bats rattling as much as possible early so that we can keep it going. So I want to make sure that we're on top of it, especially going into the postseason, because we are going to hit competition that is going to be putting the bats on the balls as much as possible.
Yeah. All right. Bridget Shea, thank you very much for the visit. We appreciate it. Yeah. All right. That is one of the assistant coaches, Bridget Shea. We thank her for her visit. We thank Maddie Keenan for visiting us in the pregame chat with our final senior. That was before the Alton game. And another big thank you to Flowers for letting us do all of that stuff. So Collinsville drops the opener 9-8 to Alton. They pick up the win over the Cahokia Comanches in game number 2, 17-0, and that is going to do it for us. I'm back with you tomorrow. I will be on the road to Edwardsville. I go to bring you a little Kahok Southwestern Conference boys volleyball action. And we'll be on the air as soon as the JV game is over. Usually that's somewhere around 5:15, 5:30, depending on how that JV match goes. So until tomorrow, my name is Todd Duke. Everyone, enjoy the rest of your Monday.